right, here's a question. What if I asked you to design your ultimate therapy? What would your criteria be? If I said, you got a magic wand and you can design your ultimate therapy, I'll tell you what my criteria would be. It would have to be safe, effective, can treat people from babies all the way through to the elderly, can treat both acute sprains and strains, but also chronic problems, arthritis, systemic disorders, all of these sorts of things. It would have to feel good to the person and be easy on my body. Don't need oils. Don't need to take the clothes off. Don't need a massage table. Well, guess what I've just described? And it's so much more than that. Reflexology. No, Bowen therapy. Oh, come on. I was just joking. That's Bowen therapy in a nutshell and so much more. I can't wait to teach you. Let's move on. So where does Bowen therapy come from? Now, I've been doing this for over 25 years, but you might not be familiar with Bowen therapy. It's taught in over 40 countries in the world, and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people have been helped by Bowen therapy. So it comes from a man who developed this system, of this healing system. His name's Tom Bowen, and he comes from Australia in a place called Geelong, which is near Melbourne. Now, he was treating 65 to 100 people every single day, and they'd come from hundreds of miles around to get help by Tom Bowen. So I'm going to show you what Tom Bowen did, these Bowen moves, and this system of healing, which has just had such an impact on so many people throughout the world. All right, so how does Bowen therapy work? All right, Bowen therapy uses specific techniques at particular points in the body that send a message, a signal through your nervous system to get your body to respond by healing and balancing itself. All right, so let me break this down how that happens. Okay, by doing this particular technique, what happens? So first thing you need to know is our body is riddled, if you like, with fascia. Fascia is this mesh-like network that is just intertwined, interconnected, and interwoven with everything in the body. Think of it like a microscopic fishing net that is just everywhere, okay? Now, it's in your skin, your muscles, so it's intertwined in your muscles, your nervous tissue, tendons, cartilage, bones. It's in arteries. It's through and around, all through your organs of your body. This is why, which is great if it's functioning the way it should. However, if your fascia is restricted, you've got fascial adhesions, imbalances, then it's going to have an effect. It's going to be dysfunctional tissue. And this is the problem, because think about it, when fascia is through muscular tissue, if the fascia is tight, the muscles will be tight and imbalanced. Structural misalignments because it's through the bones, the cartilage, and so on and so forth. So by doing a Bowen move, we get the body to heal and balance itself. Think of it like this. It sends this signal through the nervous system. So imagine me, I'm brain central in my body, okay? And this is what happens. You do the Bowen move, and it's not, okay, so brain central goes, what was that? I don't know. Did it hurt? No. Are we in danger? No. Was it hot? No. Felt quite good actually, didn't it? Let's go check it out. So your body then goes, right, let's go see what's going on. So, okay, you can imagine, then the body goes, what the bloody hell's going on here? What's, Daryl, what happened here, mate? Well, you see, it's pretty embarrassing, really. I think we've dropped the ball here, boss. You see, we got fascial restrictions, there's deep and superficial restrictions, there's muscular imbalances, we've got inflammation, there's restrictions right up into the lungs, causing him problems with breathing. I mean, yeah, we got to do something about this. All right, let's get to healing. I don't know how we've missed all this, but we got to get this thing sorted. All right. Now, I don't know if we can do it just today. It depends on the amount of restrictions, the amount of things that is going on here. Might take a couple of days, might take longer. But what we got to do, can we agree on this? We got to get this sorted. That's what happens, right? So, this is where your autonomic nervous system switches your body into healing mode, heal itself mode, which is, so you got sympathetic nervous system, parasympathetic. It switches it into parasympathetic, which is your feed and breathe, rest and digest mode. It's where your happy place is. Not a care in the world. This is where your body it goes back to healing itself, okay? Bowen therapy initiates that because the sympathetic nervous system mode, well, that is what's called fight-flight mode, okay? Which is great if you've got something threatening your life. You know, think about it like, okay, there's a saber-toothed tiger chasing you. So you go, bloody hell, I got to get out here. No, fight it. No, that's a stupid idea. It's a saber-toothed tiger. Okay, run. So your body in sympathetic nervous system mode, don't need to digest. We're about to die. Put all the energy into the muscles, tighten them up, this sort of thing, and go like the clappers. Right, that's great, just to get away from a life. But the problem is, we are chronically, most of the time, in sympathetic mode with chronic stress, chronic levels of stress. So adrenaline, cortisol going through you, all the digestion's not working properly. These things, we've got chronic stress because there's bloody coronavirus and the kids are at home from school and my wife and the finances and this and that and oh my God. So we've got this stress, which, as you know, chronic stress produces chronic health problems. And, you know, so these sorts of things. So, and we're stuck in that for the majority of our time. So getting the body to parasympathetic, which Bowen does, allows that body to focus, regroup, reset, respond, and that, in a very large nutshell, is pretty much what we know is going on with Bowen, amongst other things. But this is why it can be so effective for so many conditions. All right,